These DIY jumbo cards have been going viral on TikTok, so I decided to give it a try. Now, all of the supplies I use will be listed in the description, so let's get on into it and try this out. We'll start off in Canva. You're going to go to the top here where it says custom size. You're going to change this to inches. Oh, I already had it on inches. The width 11, height 17 is the last thing I did, so it was already there. Go to create new design. Now we have the size we need. You're going to get a background. So they have the option for backgrounds here, but you won't have as much choices if you search through elements. So let's type in Christmas here, and this is all that came up under Christmas. So let's go to elements, Christmas, and it's go. You're gonna go to photos, and you're going to go to see all. Now these are all of our options, and I'm not gonna lie, they're really cute. All good options. So you're gonna choose one that has like maybe a border design or something like where you don't want to necessarily block the design. So something like this, not good to use because we're going to need to, first of all, make it larger to this size. And look at when you stretch it out, most of it is gone. And then you're seeing just this, right? And then we need our 8-inch square in the middle of it. So you want to pick something more kind of like this. But also too, you can freehand this if you want to. Do as you choose. I'm actually gonna leave this one, even though it doesn't like necessarily say Hello Kitty. I'm just gonna add her in there with the Christmas design, right? Then you're going to exit out and let's type in Christmas frame and let's see what we have. You can click and go to graphic, not the frames, because these are frames where you actually have to drag and drop an image. So you're gonna go to graphics, see all. If it has that little star, you know that's an image that's in Pro and you won't be able to use it. So something like this one that doesn't have that, let's just put that there. This is the free version. Now also look for one that's actually a square. So when we size it, we just have to drag it to 8 inches. This little picture frame is cute too. I like this with the bow, but I'm putting Hello Kitty on the top, so the bow doesn't really make sense. We don't want to scroll too long, so I'm gonna go right back up to the top and choose this one. It's a little off though, right? It doesn't go with the background. I don't like that. So let's open it up first to I did 8.1, right? So now that I have that as my center, as my frame part, I don't like this background for me. So let's take out frame and search some more backgrounds and see what we have. Cross it out. Christmas under all, yes. We go back to photos and see which one we have. This candy cane is cute. Or if you want, you can just choose a color background. So I really do like the pink. We're going to keep it pink and Christmassy. All right, so my Hello Kitty image, I have it uploaded here. I'm going to choose this one. Once you bring in your uploaded image, remove the background right here. Because Hello Kitty is white, most likely the background, yep, it's going to be removed and the white part. So you go to edit, click on the lines on background remover, and you're going to select restore. Let's make that circle a little bigger so it don't take us 10 years. And then you just click and drag on the parts you want restored, which are going to be all the white parts. Then when you're done, just exit out of here. And she's back. Put her right on top of that's where I want it. And then I'm going to go to text. They have some combinations here. You could press see all. See if there's any. I really like this one. Yep. Go to type in. Merry Christmas. Live fair. We're going to make wider. I want more space in between the two lines. So I click spacing and the line spacing just to expand that. Then you're going to click on the text color and we're going to change it to match the frame. So we can do red. Then go to effect right here, and that's the outline. This is the color of the outline, and then you choose green. So that way it matches. Also, you could make the outline thinner like this or thicker like this if you want. I think I prefer it a little bit thinner. Right there is fine. I don't know. I like the pink, but it looks a little plain to me. Let me see if I can find another background that I like. Go to elements. Let's see how the candy cane one looks. Going to hit this right here to turn it around. I'm going to just put it the top corner, expand it to fit the entire frame, then go to position and go backwards until it's behind everything. And I still don't like it. Let's remove it. Maybe it's this pink. Let's make it a little bit brighter. Let's go here, the plus sign in the color. I mean, it's cute, but it still looks a little unfinished to me. All right, let's go to elements. I'm gonna type in Merry Christmas. I'm looking for, I'm gonna take down my wording, because that could be it. Let me try like a styled Merry Christmas. That's cute. Try this one. So the thing with designing, oh, this one is cute. I like that. That kind of makes it stand out. Oh, don't mess up Hello Kitty. I'm gonna make her a little bit smaller under the Merry Christmas. I do like this. And what I'm gonna do is get some elements, some regular Christmas elements to put around. Let me just take out Merry. I just want Christmas. And just place them around. And I think that might make me like it a little more. Like, for instance, a little Christmas bow. Make it small and just have random bows and stars. Like that. Like all over the place. Just random little Christmas elements. Here. Let's get another bow. You get what I'm saying? I like the way this is kind of looking here. See if I can find another bow similar to the ones we a candy cane will be cute too. A little gingy. Maybe sort of mug. So just random Christmas elements here and there. Yeah, I like this better. There we go. All right, that's good enough for me. So I'm going to now go to the file name and just name it. The first thing you typed in, usually going to be the name. Under this one is Merry Christmas, Olivia. Go to share at the top right. And then you go to download. It's under PNG. I'm going to leave it as a PNG file and download. So now that's going to save to my computer. We're going to go to our downloads. I should have just clicked on it. It's right here, right? So now I'm going to send to print. You're going to click File, Print. Now we're going to change the size to 11 by 17. And I have it right here. There we go. I also want to scale to, oops, not 200, 100%. Oop, I press enter. Don't press enter. I'm going to cancel that print. Hold on. I quit. Oh my God. Go to File, Print. Don't press enter till you're ready to print. It's right here. It's at the top. 11 by 17. Oh, borderless. That's what I was looking for. That's what I was looking for. Now go to Media and Quality. Go to Rare. Photo Glossy Paper. It automatically defaults to Best. And then we're going to click Print. I'm going to open that print because I want to cancel that first one that I did not cancel. And then this one is going to print, and then we're going to put our stuff together. So I had to go back in Canva because when I printed it, the frame, it wasn't wide enough. It wasn't wide enough where I could see it when I put the plastic over it. So I widened it some more to about like, I think 9 inches instead of 8 inches. And I just adjusted Hello Kitty a little bit smaller now so she can fit neatly on top of the frame. Then I saved it, reprinted it, and this one came out really good at the perfect size. Okay, so now we have our printout. So cute. Now, when I laid the plastic on top, again, this is the plastic toppers for the foil pans. It fit around the edge from when I expanded that size. So I got a mat to put on my desk so that I don't cut through and cut the top of my desk. Now, this foam board was like $1.99 from one of those variety stores like in the neighborhood. Now, in the video, she used sticker paper that she printed them on, but since I didn't have that, of course, I'm using just the glossy cardstock. So we're just going to glue it onto the foam board. Now, I recommend Mod Podge. That's what I'm going to use. If you don't have any of those, you could even try some Elmer's glue. I know Elmer's glue will glue it right to that board. So here goes my Mod Podge. And what I'm going to do is just spread it all over the back of that a lot. I even use more than this. So I'm just going to speed up the video so y'all don't got to sit through all of that. Fully saturate that bad boy, flip it over, and I kept it like to the edge so it's less cutting. I would only have to cut 2 sides because the other 2 is, right at the edge of the foam board. And you're going to, before you press it down, just make sure you line it up correctly so it's not over the board or anything. And just press and spread. It stuck pretty quickly, but it would need a few seconds to dry. But you want to press smoothly to make sure there aren't any like bubbles or air pockets underneath it. Then I'm using the True Control knife. This is actually Cricut's brand, but any like X-Acto knife or anything like that would work. And then I'm just going to cut. You want to press real hard, especially if you have the mat on the bottom and you don't mess up your desk. So you want to press down real hard because when I did it, this is me just flipping it over on the other side. But when I did do it, it wasn't deep enough. When I picked it up, it didn't come right off. So I went back in a second time and pressed down, and look at how smooth that is. Perfect, perfect, perfect. So here I'm just trying the different products that I bought to see how they fit. The slippers, it was too puffy. You want to make sure you put everything in there that's going to lay flat with the plastic. Now here I'm just trying the method I seen her do. Like she glued it and flipped it on top. My hand-eye coordination said absolutely not to that method. So I laid the items on the board and then put it over, and that's going to work for me. Now here, don't do that. Do not do that. I just melted all of the plastic. So what worked better is me putting a little bit of the glue on the edge, letting it cool for a few seconds, and then pressing it down. So I'm just getting closer to show you how that would work. put the glue like right around the edge part, not too much because you don't want it to be messy. And that's me just fanning a little to let it cool down some and then press it down. So there it doesn't melt the plastic and it holds. I think she used glue and then she stapled it down. I didn't have none of that to do that. I used my handy dandy glue gun that I use for everything and it worked out pretty cute. So here it is here as a finished product. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. That's me shaking it to make sure nothing falls out. These are perfect because they're good for Christmas, they're good for birthday, they're good for Valentine's Day, they're good for Halloween, they're good for everything. So that was just a little close up right there. I was showing you my melted piece. You don't want to do that. Just glue the edges or use a stapler. The stapler is a safer option, but you know me and my glue gun, I'm going to try and make it work. So thank you guys for watching. I will see you guys tomorrow for my next upload. I hope you guys tried this, and if you do, tag me.